You ever wonder why some people just act funny, like they just treat you a certain type of way, or they just have like a funny vibe around you, or they you see them laughing and giggling and playing around with other people, but when it comes to you, they start acting real funny style. Well, the reason is, and this is not in every single case, but sometimes perception is reality. Sometimes people treat you based on the things that they think that they know about you. So, like, for example, if you hanging around, if you hang around, if you're a guy and you hanging around a bunch of, a bunch of like shiesty, grimy dudes or whatever the case is, right? And people already like them dudes, you hanging with them dudes, good, straight up. You know what I'm saying? The girls know they know good. Dudes know they shiesty. You don't want to hang around them. They two-faced. They'll talk to your girl behind your back. They do all of that, right? Now, if you hanging with them dudes, perception is reality. Even if you not them, people will still associate who you are and treat you a certain way based on you just being around those people. I don't care if it's a situation like that. If you're a girl, you hanging with a bunch of thoughts, you know this already. If you hanging with a bunch of thoughts, because you probably judge somebody, or you probably have friends that was like this and people judged you, or dudes treated you a certain way because they know that your friends was a little loose. So, guys felt like they can treat you a certain type of way, then, that was just a perception that people just decided to put on you and then treat you a certain way based on that perception. It's no different than if you at work and, let's say you are, you may not even be on another website that you're not supposed to be. You know how, like, when somebody walk past, you might be looking at something, eBay, Facebook or something. Oh, you click off real quick, right? But even if you're not doing that, if you do that enough times around your manager, if you do that enough times around people and they see you, you just clicking off something as they walk by, or it look like you just putting something away as they walk by, and they constantly see that, and people may start thinking that, yo, you're not doing what you're supposed to do, or, you look like you're not serious about your job. So it's funny that, because you'll be like, well, perception and reality, that's two different things. You don't really look at it as they can be one and the same, because it's an oxymoron. But really what it is what people think is don't necessarily have to be reality, but that is the reality for them, and then they're going to treat you a certain way. So always be mindful of the image or the perception that you're giving out to others, because people will treat you a certain way, whether whether you like it, whether you think it's right or not. They're gonna look at you and treat you a certain way. So it's not only what you're really doing, but it's also the image that you giving off to other people.